Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Army Navy weekend. Happy bowling. We start bowls tomorrow. Happy college basketball. Happy life. Right, Nico?
A lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff going on.
Yes, sir. Shout out to our partners at Better App. Download the app. Promo code not broke. Get your free $10 to $200 and get your money back. Nico,
Talk to me.
talk to me about that Falcons Bucks game yesterday.
Man, you ever feel like you're on the right side of a bet and lose? That's how I felt yesterday.
Yeah, all the time.
I thought they were a fumble recovery away from covering. I know you were on the Falcons. That saved you, in other words. But man, I thought the Bucks outplayed them all game. Believe it or not.
They did. Yeah, I felt lucky winning that bet for sure. I didn't watch most of the game. I was at the Christmas show. So I didn't really see. I just saw that they were down 14 at one point.
There's like 6 minutes left.
And then I blink and they're up one. So that's the crazy Thursday night special, huh? In division game. I usually take the dog there, man.
I understand. I just thought the Falcons they had nothing going for them. Like the line made sense and moved to 1.5. Like I was like, okay, this all makes sense, type of thing. I checked out. The Bucks really needed this win. They've been on a losing streak with especially playing the Panthers the next two games. So I was like, okay, I think the Bucks here could be the play. I mean, if it wasn't a fumble, not picking up a fumble in the red zone and Baker throwing a pick, that's a 14-point game.
Yep, I agree.
So but the Falcons aren't a good team. I mean, they need to just I don't even know.
No, they're not good at all.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit of Army Navy.
This is the highest total for the game, and I don't even know how long.
I know. I was actually trying to look at their previous matchups, 10 games, as I was talking to you. Usually that total's like 33, 30, 29.
Yeah, that's where I usually feel that.
But this year, the total is 38, and the line is Navy -6. All right. Let's jump into it. Navy won big last year. Army won. All right, so it's been. I know that there was one of them was on a streak for a while. Who do you like? Do you like anybody?
Dude, I mean that total is just so high for this game. I mean, I think with the total being that high, you have to play the over. Where is this game played exactly?
It's always at played at in DC.
It's played at M&T Bank. I know it's been snowing there. If it was snowing as of last week, it started to snow, which is early for over there. If it's bad conditions, I think I'm gonna side with the under and Navy. If it's good conditions, I'll side with Army and the over. I think that's the way I'm gonna look at it.
I think 6 points is a lot in this game.
Me too.
If I'm being honest. This game's always a one-score game. I mean, except for last year, that Navy routed them 31-13.
Yeah, but everything last year the Navy like superstar year that they could have gone into the playoffs type of thing.
Yeah. Line's been moving towards Navy. Line start opened at 4.5. Is up to 6. Yeah, actually, no. The game is played at M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore.
It's played in Baltimore. Yeah.
Okay. Weather seems 44 degrees. That's beautiful.
I think the over. I think that's from that over's just high, man. It's weird. It's usually never 38.5. It's what we're talking about. It's usually 29, 30, 28 some years that they're both not the best. Like I feel like how many times have you seen that game end 10-17 or 10-20 or something like that?
All the time. all the time. 17-11, 20-17, 13-17, 15-0, 17-10, 14-13, 21-17.
What I'm saying, like,
It's always there. The over-under hasn't moved at all.
no. I don't think that will. I think they set it at 38.5 for a reason.
Yeah. I love this game. Like, this game, you watch this game and you're, like, proud to be an American type game.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like, even Janelle knows, my wife knows this. She's like, yo, Army Navy's playing? It's crazy. She knows what's up. She knows that we stop everything that we're doing to watch that game. All right. Interesting that they got
another game tomorrow, actually. Boise State, Washington. The line's at 10 now. It opened 8.5. What are your thoughts?
I'm assuming Washington is favorite -10, correct? Yeah. Have you heard of anybody sitting out? That's the thing with bowl games is such a crapshoot now, right? Back then in the day, you used to be able to get like very good line movement, and be able to bet games, and there was 6-7 point line movements, and you were on a team at +7 that by game time it's pick 'em.
Right.
And nowadays you kind of don't want to take certain games because you feel like, oh, what if their QB decides to transfer? Or what if their top 2 receivers? Or I want to say last year in the Bahamas Bowl, I don't know which team it was, but I know it was in the Bahamas Bowl, ended up taking only like 27 players because they had 25 transfers leaving. I don't remember what game it was, but and that's the type of stuff that you're gonna see in bowl games, especially this year. That, as you could tell, you had more teams opt out bowls than ever, or not accept the bowl bid than ever. You know, you had like Auburn, Florida State, that were 5 and 7 teams that they're like, no, we're good, we don't want to go. And I think that obviously has to do with teams not being full and teams not being able to show up, and God knows who's going to start for them and things like that. If everyone's playing, I will probably take Boise to cover the 10.
The 10.
That seems a lot. I mean, I do see that the line movement has changed towards Washington. It's opened at 8.5 and now it's at 10. I can't believe that a bowl game so early. Usually they start like the 18th and 19th.
Yeah, the 16th is their first game. They said that Jedd Fisch said that Johan Coleman, their starting running back, and Denzel Boston, well, I can't speak, are ready to roll, but he's unsure if Takaro Davis is going to play.
Okay. As long as your quarterback play, you know?
Yeah, he's playing.
Okay, so what? You like Washington? Steamroll?
Usually I would here, but I feel like it should be more. Boise's coming off just a win to UNLV. I feel like they're riding a high right now, so it could be, this game could get a little tricky. They're starting quarterbacks back. What's the over/under for the game?
50. 52.
So it dropped.
Yeah.
You're gonna open 53.5.
Yeah. So
I feel like this game could go either way.
Not much time to prepare either.
That's what I'm saying.
A couple days. You don't see like an over. Like you're not really preparing for that team. Teams are gonna score out will. Preparation.
I don't know. This game's tough to call, man. I think if I had to lean one way, it'd be the over, like you're talking about, just because Boise showed that when Maddox is back, they could score, and they're actually capable of throwing the ball. And Washington all season, they played Big Ten competition, so I feel like going down to Boise, they'll be able to steamroll them. In the sense that they'll be able to put up points. But who knows? 10 points is a lot, man. For a bowl game, I feel like that's a lot of points.
I agree, and I think Boise can keep it close at least, and if not, they're down, 17 to 14. That
Back
backdoor
door.
touchdown,
Yeah.
that backdoor touchdown is always nice.
So we just moved on to bowl games. What are a couple games that you've already started looking at?
So one game that I hit hard was the Wake Forest. I took Wake Forest. I mean, it's very later on in the year. It's actually on January 2nd. It's actually the last bowl game.
Okay.
January 2nd,
Versus
2026
Mississippi State.
versus Mississippi State. I hit Wake Forest hard at +3.
Okay.
Um just because I know for a fact that they're coming back, and they'll be at the bowl game, at least their QB will. Mississippi State is up in the air. So I feel like that's a line movement that probably be at Pick'em, or Wake will be the favorite by the time the game starts.
Well, I also see here that it's in Charlotte, so that's almost a home game for them.
Correct. So speaking of home games, another game that I took was Hawaii, playing the
Okay.
Hawaii Bowl. I have them at +3 as well.
They play someone decent. They play California. California's not bad. It's a 1.5 now, actually.
Well, there you go. Okay, yeah, that's Christmas Eve.
Yep.
I hit them at +3.
Okay.
Line obviously has been moving down. If you could get them at 2, I would take them at 2. That's another game that I could see at Pick'em by the time the game starts. So yeah, another game that I took, which that line movement as well, was Clemson. I took Clemson -4.
I have them at 3 already. I had it 3 early.
Dabo's always going to get these guys up.
Klubnik already said he's playing.
All right, there you go.
And Penn State's about to have an exodus of people.
I could see Clemson being -7, -8 for that game.
I agree.
So those are the things that I look at. I look at teams that with coaches that kind of make the bowl a game and make it mean something.
Yep.
Against teams that are in shambles or just got a new coach, or probably a bunch of changes coming. Another game that I hit, which is obvious, was Miami +4.
Okay.
I think Miami can win the game outright. Obviously, their defense is very good.
Yeah. So
I guess we'll talk about that more next week. Instead
but
of
it's good to
getting
look
into
ahead
these games
now to just talk about the lines early.
Yeah, of course.
There's 2 games that I'm debating already to take. This like my first time, my second time looking through it. I already took it, but I already took the under in the Miami game when it was a 52.5.
Okay.
I see 20-24 and I see 27-24 around that number. So I took the under already in the Canes game. The other team that I already took was NC State. That line's already moved 2. It opened 4. It's a 5.5 now against Memphis. I think that's going to be, barring CJ Bailey transfer, which I don't think he will, just because he'll play to get the money up. They're going to have everyone play that game. They're a young team already, so I think they're all gonna play that game. That's the other one that I already looked at. A couple more while scrolling through this while we were talking. I like Utah State -3, just for the sole fact that Washington State's head coach left, and Utah State's been able to put up points all year long. Another game I like is, where is it? You talked about it. Oh, it was from last year. I remember last year you were on East Carolina heavy against NC State, as random as that sounds. But I like East Carolina again this year against Pitt. +4. I mean +4.
All right.
Those are a couple of games I'm already looking at.
Okay.
I think we should review the early lines for the bowl game for the college football playoffs, because they're going to move also.
Let's go for it.
Again, we'll get more into this on Friday next week.
Alabama, Oklahoma. I have crazy thoughts about that game. My
Oklahoma
initial
opened as a favorite.
no, 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 no.
I thought it went in.
Alabama opened as a 1.5 point favorite,
Okay,
and
so
then
it
now
stayed there.
it's
Okay, I
down to
thought
one.
Oklahoma opened at favorite, or they opened at pick.
No, they opened up. They opened up as a 1.5 point favorite. Um, I'll say this: my revenge mind, like the reason why I took Georgia against Alabama, obviously was Alabama beat Georgia at Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm like, you're not gonna beat that team again, which is
Right.
why I was all in on Georgia. Mentally, my mind is like Oklahoma beat Bama at Bama, and I'm like, Oklahoma's not gonna beat Bama again. But my man, Bama has not looked good in the last
Well,
month.
they had okay. I will say, Jam Miller being out in the SEC title game, it showed that backup running back is nowhere near who Jam Miller is. The other thing is that there's reports coming out. There's been bulletins. There's been quote unquote insiders. All of it. Ty Simpson's playing with a herniated disc right now. I don't know if you read this.
No, I didn't read that.
Yeah. So all the bulletins have been going crazy and whatnot. This guy supposedly has a herniated disc and he's fighting through it.
All right.
I don't know if that changes anything or whatnot, but
but that doesn't take Bama now. I'm talking about why should we take Bama now? What have they shown you in the last 4 weeks that you feel confident in taking Bama at Oklahoma at a pickup?
They got their starting running back. They got their starting right guard back. They got their starting tight end back. I don't know.
Yeah, you see, because they're Bama. I would take Bama just because I feel that Oklahoma beat Bama at Bama, and just on the revenge spot, I think Bama beats Oklahoma on the way back. At
You don't think Oklahoma should be favorited though?
No, Oklahoma's not good. I honestly, I mean, take away the G5, obviously. Oklahoma would have been an underdog to us, or to Miami, would have been an underdog to Notre Dame. I might have even put them they would have been an underdog to Texas.
Yeah,
they would have. They probably would have been. They probably would have been a pick'em game against Vandy. Like Oklahoma's probably the worst team, obviously, aside from the G5 teams. In the field, I think. I don't think their defense is good.
Legit.
It's legit. Mateer hasn't shown me anything since week 2.
Hand. Yeah, since the hand.
So unless and he does everything for that team with only one hand.
Yeah.
So even thinking about it, like I don't think Oklahoma's good. Like I think they're lucky to be there. They almost lost at home to an LSU team that it's not very great. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna take Bama. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take Bama. I was just thinking like the way usually I think is I'm gonna take Bama. I'm gonna take that revenge spot team all the time.
Right.
Like Ohio State versus Indiana in the championship. I'm taking Ohio State, eyes closed. I don't care what the line is.
Right.
That's just the way I operate. That's my system.
Twice, especially in football.
Correct, especially a good football team. Or actually, I don't even think Indiana gets through Oregon, if I'm being honest. I think Oregon beats Indiana.
I was looking at both sides, and I do think Indiana has the easier side. That I do think.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm super biased. I think Miami gets all the way to Georgia. I think we beat Ohio State. I think we lose to Georgia. That is my opinion.
I think the winner of the Ohio State Georgia. Looking at it before we dive back in, I think the winner of the Georgia Ohio State game wins the whole thing.
Okay. So let's play a little college football playoff predicator
Simulator
prediction simulator thingy.
Okay. Let me
All right.
Bracket.
Your first game would be Alabama versus Alabama versus Oklahoma.
Bama.
You're taking Bama.
Yep.
Okay. Second game would be obviously James Madison versus Oregon.
Oregon.
Okay. Tulane versus Ole Miss.
Okay.
Miami versus Texas A&M. Okay. Go back up to the top. You have Indiana versus Bama.
Bama.
Bama. Okay. Oregon, Texas Tech.
Oregon. Really, that game's going to be really close. That's the hardest game to call for me, by the way.
Oregon, Texas Tech?
That's the hardest game for me to call.
Ole Miss, Georgia.
Georgia.
Miami, Ohio State.
Ohio State.
All right. Oregon, Bama.
Bama.
What the Georgia, Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Bama, Ohio State.
OH.
Ohio State's your national champion. All right. We have very different brackets, I would say.
I'm going off. Listen to me. I think this is a trend. This is a good clip for us to have. Every favorite won last year.
Okay.
There's no way 2 years in a row the public is absolutely going to crush the playoffs. And you know how that happens? Good. Public, okay, so books benefit the most when dogs outright win. Like the Falcons last night were a book need, right? Like you need them to win for the book because the public is that heavy on one side. Mm-hmm. I just can't see this playoff going through without a massive upset like a Bama, Indiana, like a Texas A&M, Miami, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think the first round might be all chalk, right? Except for Miami, which I think is going to be a big play for most people.
I just think that with these two teams, you know, like nobody wants to watch this. These games are 21-point spread, 18-point spread. Like
I agree. They need to change something. I agree. Okay,
I do think that
AMU, Oregon.
Oregon.
Okay. Bama, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Ole Miss,
no, Tulane, Bama. Bama's going to win that game. Ole Miss, Tulane,
Ole Miss, Miami.
Miami. Yeah.
Okay. Oregon Tech. That's such a good game, man.
I'm going to take Oregon.
Okay. In a close one. In a super close one.
In a close one. I agree.
Bama, Indiana.
Indiana.
Okay. Georgia, Ole Miss.
Georgia.
Ohio State, Miami.
Miami.
Miami, Georgia.
Georgia.
Oregon, Indiana.
Oregon.
You just said Indiana, Oregon. Who do you have?
Oregon,
yeah. Georgia?
I will take Georgia, but in a close game.
That'd be actually a really good national championship. I would be happy with that being our national championship.
That is going to be our national championship, unless Miami could beat Georgia, which I don't. That revenge game for Carson Beck is going to hit different.
Where?
But I think Georgia is
interesting. Two random ones.
That what?
The semifinals, Fiesta and Peach Bowl. So.
Yeah, they rotate every year.
Yeah, they rotate. Yep. Speaking of playoffs, I don't know if you know this, but we also have FCS playoffs tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have a play already in. I had to buy a point last night, but it will be the first time in 15 years that we don't have North Dakota State or South Dakota State playing for the national championship for FCS. Fun fact.
Wow.
So
I was the funny thing that I was about to say that is I have no idea who's playing. Just ship North Dakota State. I was gonna
out. They
say
lost to the lowest seed remaining last week, Illinois State.
to who?
Illinois State. That's who they
Oh
lost to
wow.
last week. 29-28 in a crazy game. But I took Montana. Actually, your boys at Tarleton State are still in.
So what's up? They're gonna win it all.
Montana State minus 12.5. It's already in against Stephen F. Austin. And then I'm going to take UC Davis minus 2.5 against Illinois State. Illinois State just won a fluke game. Like, that's all it was against North Dakota State. But then that had me thinking, if you really look back, right, like I just said, 15 years of North Dakota State and South Dakota.
Why are these games on Sunday?
It's amazing.
There's NFL on Sunday. Why are these games on Sunday? Who understands this?
If you look back, right,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, 15 years, North Dakota State, South Dakota State, they're always big favorites. What's saying that a Tulane or a JMU can't go in there and pull an Illinois State and beat an Oregon or beat an Ole Miss?
You're saying, okay, repeat that.
North Dakota State historically is the most dominant FCS team, right? In the past, I don't know how many years.
Correct.
Illinois State could go in there and beat them. What's saying that JMU can't beat Oregon or Tulane can't beat Ole Miss?
So I actually think that Tulane game is going to be a lot tougher than people think.
Tulane beat USC a couple years ago when USC had Caleb Love. I mean, not Caleb Love, Caleb Williams.
Tulane is a better team than they were when they played Ole Miss earlier in the season. Ole Miss is not as good as they were when they played Tulane in the beginning of the season. Obviously, Ole Miss is going through a ton of stuff right now, right? I can see like Ole Miss like sneaking out of there on a late touchdown, on a field goal.
I like it.
I'm probably gonna be on Tulane plus a 17.5 for sure. Again, second time playing a team. They beat them 45-10 the first game. I think Tulane could hang tough. I think Ole Miss is going through a lot, and I could see Tulane just hang around and backdoor a touchdown or who knows, it could be a tight game, And
I think another thing, like an underlying like storyline, is the fact that Summerall is coaching both Tulane and Florida, and he's made like a post already on Twitter about it, like 2 hours of sleep, 2 jobs or whatever.
Yeah,
sneaky this at Lane Kiffin keeps it close to Lane Kiffin's old team.
Yeah, I could see it. I like that Tulane team. I was on them against North Texas. I was the only one.
You were the contrarian there.
I stuck to my guns, man. The whole week I wanted Tulane. Line movement showed Tulane, and you guys ate all that up.
Yeah, after the first drive, I was like, "This is gonna be ball game." North Texas moved the ball at will that first drive. That guy couldn't miss a throw, and then he missed a bunch of throws after that.
Yes, sir.
We have a big college basketball game tomorrow. It sucks that lines don't come out early for college basketball because of how big line movement is for that sport. We have one game today that's a decent game, UConn, Texas. I think UConn kills them, but not by 15's a lot. 15's a lot.
15 is a lot. Wow.
I was on Iowa yesterday plus 14, and
so that was a great play.
Yeah, that there was no way that they were gonna.
I jumped on Iowa State money line live when they went down 8.
Yep.
Just because Iowa State's really good.
Really good. That kid they have 3 kids who are legit. Milicic, Lipsy, who's their All-American point guard, and then Joshua Jefferson, that big small forward they have. They're good, man.
Yeah. So, all right.
We have Texas Tech, Arkansas on Saturday.
I will probably be on Texas Tech that game.
Illinois, Nebraska. NC State, Kansas, and then Bama, Arizona.
I will probably be on Oklahoma.
Oklahoma State. Okay, you're looking at that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going down the list.
Yeah, just looking at
M-
top 25. So I'm just pull it up.
Marquette versus Purdue looks like a good one. Um,
Devin, so when you're betting college basketball, right?
yeah,
Obviously, for our viewers to know, what do you usually look for in lines?
I look for I look for a short home dog is what I'm looking
Always.
for. I'm looking for a ranked team playing against an unranked team, and the unranked team being the favorite,
Or a lower ranked
um,
team than the ranked
or a
team
lower ranked team versus a higher ranked team being a
being a
favorite.
short home dog.
Correct. So I see, like for example, yesterday and tomorrow, what stands out at me is number 16 Arkansas playing at number 17 Arkansas playing at Texas Tech. I could see that. Well, Texas Tech is probably going to be like 5 or 6 point favorite, so that might be too much.
Okay,
Um,
I got you with an example here. The night game, Arizona at Bama,
okay.
number
Number
1
10.
versus number 12.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Give me,
And
give
Arizona
me,
State and Arizona's undefeated.
yeah, give me Alabama for sure, for sure, for sure. I'm
Blind,
gonna take Alabama.
blind, whatever the line is.
Blind, whatever the
Yeah.
line is, and that line will probably be
Three
Arizona
and a half.
-2
I think
or
three and a half.
3, -2, -3. I would blind take Alabama. That is
For a
the
lot.
college yeah, that is
For a lot.
the college basketball system. I'll probably be on Maryland plus 8 or 9 at
Oh,
home
I think
against
that line's gonna
Michigan.
be way more.
I'll
I
take
think,
it, whatever it
I
is.
think that's gonna be like a 13.5 point line.
Perfect.
Michigan's the
And
hottest
then
team. Like Michigan has blown
yeah,
everybody out by 50.
yeah, Michigan's been rolling. So yeah, I mean that's exactly. I like home teams in college basketball. I like, obviously home dogs in basketball. Um, they they, they hit at a pretty good clip, I would say.
Very good. The previous year, it's been almost at a 70% clip.
Yeah. What about you?
Bama, whatever the line is on the NC State game against Kansas. Kansas goes to NC State, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking
I see
at
that.
Nebraska going to Illinois. Nebraska's undefeated, coming off a big win against Wisconsin, where they're only a 1 point dog. 1 point favorite at home. Whatever. Louisville is favored against Memphis. Memphis is awful.
I might be on UCLA at Gonzaga.
I'm going to be at UCLA also.
Yeah.
If the Cincinnati Georgia line isn't too big, I'll be on probably UC Santa Barbara. And at the beginning, I just went backwards. I hate myself for doing that. And I'll probably be on to bring it home at 12 o'clock to start off the day. Like you said, Texas Tech at Arkansas. If it's anything less than 5, if it's anything more than 5, I'll probably be on Arkansas.
All right.
Arkansas at Texas Tech. I'm sorry.
I love it. I love it. Sounds good. All right. Do you have any last remarks?
No UFC this week, no boxing, so nothing to talk about there. This is a short week. This is not a heavy week unless you're into college basketball, to be honest with you.
Correct.
The NFL has a bunch of good games, so we'll recap that on Sunday, and then next week starts the virus again.
Yes, sir. Trying to see here. Okay. We're gonna go real quick. NBA Cup. We got the Knicks and Magic, Spurs, and Thunder. Who do you guys got in the championship?
Dude, the Thunder are
They're just steamrolling. Like,
dude, they're
that team.
They're covering 14, 15, 16, 17 point spreads at ease.
Look, they're a 10-point favorite. It's crazy.
Against the Spurs.
Yep.
And then what's the Knicks against the Magic?
Knicks 4.5-point favorite. I think the Knicks win that game. I think the Knicks win the game.
I think Thunder Knicks could be an NBA Finals preview with how bad the East is.
I agree. I think that'll be a great game. So interesting. I'd take the Knicks to beat the Magic. I think the Thunder are going to beat the Spurs, and then I will probably be on. I don't know when that championship game would be. Assuming it would be Sunday.
Do they play today? You said they play today.
They play Saturday. They play tomorrow, I guess. Whenever that championship
Tuesday
game is
at 8:30.
Tuesday at 8:30.
Yep.
Okay, so I will definitely be on whoever the Thunder are playing, spread wise.
I mean, is this okay? I was having this conversation with someone yesterday. Does this have the potential to be the best team in NBA history?
Yes. They're 24-1 right now. They're on pace. They're on the
78-4.
Yeah. They're on a 78-4 pace. That's insane. It's crazy. Honestly. Yeah. So, anyways, lot of stuff happening. Next week things pick up. Obviously, we're gonna have our college football playoff games next weekend. We're gonna have college basketball continues. Bowl games start. You know, obviously they start tomorrow, but they really ramp up later in the week. So we will have a ton of picks for you guys. All right. Please remember to comment, like, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff.
Should have a bunch of college basketball picks out for you guys tomorrow. So be on the lookout.
Yes, sir. All right. Have a good one.
See you, fellas.